Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name's 1000 Colors, and today we're going to be playing The Wolf Among Us, episode 5, or the final episode, and the final part. So it's really gonna finish. Wow. Well, let's see how it ends.
I know, but we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
Yeah, I brought him in.
God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place. And after what happened with Mary...
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk
I'll be
about
fine.
it later.
Yeah.
You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know...
I brought him alive.
I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could you?
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White, but I thought it would be unwise to proceed with such faulty information.
Bigby, is that true?
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
I killed him. He's dead.
He's...
That was really straightforward.
So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
Yes, so shut up.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk, well go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
Yes, but it needs to be
The
fair.
Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where
well.
it fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You really
fuck?
want
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
I was attacked.
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you?
And now 2 are dead.
Do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
I have
Let
to
me
be
explain
careful.
this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in line.
forget it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf?
I didn't burn down
Her
her
story is
tree.
not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours.
She'll remember stuff
Because
I did.
I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true? I know. Snow made a mistake.
I had very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her
Oh
fault.
my
You
gosh.
can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And
We both
that may not
do.
always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
Look at me.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
Cough, cough.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him,
We got
even
one.
now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over.
Yes.
And those girls will have their justice.
Yay! Oh, thank God we didn't burn down her tree.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded.
Let's just toss him.
The
Let's
sheriff
just do
simply
it.
doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the murders.
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession,
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, crooked man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course! Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Oh.
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody?
I didn't
He
do
was
anything.
beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
But that wasn't me.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
we all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction?
I will
Who
with my
will
wad of
dare
cash.
challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Hi.
Excuse me,
I-
dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
She
We're
can.
kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa!
your-
My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole. And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did.
Don't worry. He's gonna pay for it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him.
Yes!
Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
There we go.
too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
Like?
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough
I don't care.
bloodshed
So we get
already?
rid of him.
Too dangerous.
Oh my gosh, shut
You
up!
can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up!
Far
Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
Vote,
Should
yes.
have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
Oh,
That makes
no.
sense to me.
I guess it does.
No!
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay.
That's their
Mr.
vote.
Wolf, it's your call.
Snow,
Just do what you think is right.
I don't know!
Yes, Sheriff.
Oh, I could just rip his head
What you
off.
think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
Ah! No! Screw you!
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
No, not that easy.
you said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you can't be
What
serious.
he's done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes.
Oh, it's
There's
mixed.
a way.
Half of the people are like, yeah, half the people are like, no.
All right, do it.
That was pretty cool. I was gonna leave it to like the end and listen to what he had to say, but nah, that made it like, you know, the end. This choice is blank, this choice is blank.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
What is going on? What the hell, Telltale? Is this a glitch? What is this? What if I let it run out? Is it gonna do anything? Do I have to restart it? What's going on? Huh? I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to go to the menu. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to do it. I don't know, maybe it didn't download properly, glitch or something. But let's continue it. I was like, this choice is blank. Thank you. Let's continue. Hopefully it doesn't give me a bunch of blank choices. Oh, there we go. Let's start it up properly. My face has gone back to normal. Ah, there we go. It's working. Hello. Oh.
Not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Fair enough.
Let's just call it even.
Hey, Sheriff.
I don't know if
I
you
know who
remember
you are,
me.
Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
See yous. It's so quiet
This
now.
fucking line.
Hi. Hi.
Oh, Mr. Wolf? Flycatcher left his keys.
Yeah, would you like to take any longer to grab them? Everything okay?
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this.
Okay, well,
We'll talk later, okay?
yeah. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Hi.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Okay, this is where it skipped and it was like, all your choices
Someone's
are blank.
gonna see you, Colin.
He'll get there eventually. But I'm pretty sure that that whole like building is for Fables though. So that's cool. Yeah, it's pretty quiet. Now Crow. So he can't hurt anyone. And yeah. I'm pretty sure they're gonna make another Wolf Among Us, I guess. So we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, I said I'd sort it out.
Jesus.
How will I sort it out?
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Yeah.
Morning, Sheriff.
Yeah, someone's
Nice
pissy.
fucking day. Shit.
I tried
Just
to
go
help.
grab that, would you?
Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'd get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby! I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so
It's a human
if
heart.
you could bring it to her, she was nice.
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best.
Oh.
It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard
Horrible.
ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
I'm sorry, TJ. But, look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
Oh, I wish I
We're
could
all
give him
set.
the cash, because I had all this
Bye,
cash.
Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
And
Hey,
what,
Bigby.
what was the point of me grabbing it? in the
Where's
first
your
place?
friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
I don't know. He, must have run off.
Bullshit.
Oh, I feel bad for him though.
Saying goodbye?
Yeah. Hi.
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 You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I
Almost
am.
forgot. Then she takes it off and
It's
her
not
head
easy
falls
to
off.
forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
You need to let that go. How are you gonna move on if...
Bigby, I know you're trying to help. But this is just something I need to do on my own.
Sorry.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
I'm getting married. No,
It's
I
about
love
what
you.
happened to Faith and Lily.
Oh.
I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good.
Oh, that's not
But
bad.
then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Narissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay?
She killed her.
I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone.
Or she got
We could
them
just forget the
killed.
whole thing.
I don't know.
Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything.
She got them killed.
And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Fair
You were
enough.
just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man.
He
But then...
would have tried. Yeah. That was awkward.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
It was for the best.
I guess it worked out in the end. I can't hold that against you.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
Ah.
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them,
that piece of
I'd at
fabric
least
was from her
save
jeans.
the rest of us.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
That's not true.
It is. You've just never seen it before. But now you have. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
No, that feels soppy.
I'm sure that's not true. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally, because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing.
And I didn't
given this job for a reason.
I didn't murder everyone.
I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse,
Oh.
Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Thanks, Narissa.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Ooh. That's what Faith said in the first episode.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Let her go. Yeah. Huh. Oh yeah. I don't know if I'll check on the wiki if anything interesting happens.
Wolf.
If you go after her. Yeah, so that was Faith, if you didn't catch on to that. Wow. I think. I don't know. I'm gonna check the wiki and I finished the game. I'm gonna check the wiki and if anything interesting happens after, then I'll I'll go back and show you guys that. So what did you do, the poor Georgie Porgy? Less people killed him. A lot of him let him suffer. I took him back to trial. I chose to imprison him when nobody else, wanted to. Of course I accepted his gift. And, you and 23.8% of players said, I hope I've done some good. Huh. Wow. So, these are the stats. Yes, I always loved this bit at the end, and it showed everything that you did. You lied, Beast. You lied to him about seeing Beauty outside the apartment. Beauty, you promised her you wouldn't tell Beast that you saw her outside the apartment. You impressed her with your detective skills. You fought Bluebeard after the interrogation. You offered him protection at the business office. You gave him a drink when he asked for one in your apartment. You helped him to avoid the farm. You took him to the witching well, imprisoned him. And are all these people the same people? I got really confused. I was like, wait, I think they're the same person, but then I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up and then come back and talk about it. You gave her money after the fight with the woodsman. You smashed up the place. You drank with Gren. You made a deal with him. I thought it said you made out with him. I was like, ugh, no, I didn't. You brought her along with you to the trip trap. You chose to wait for him. You accepted his beetle and promised to give it to Snow. You stood up for him when Snow wanted to send him to the farm. Oh, I was loud. So, whoops, I just skipped Credits. Continue the story. Pick up the graphic novel today. I would love to. I think I will eventually. And I might read it on this channel and everything. Okay, so I'm just going to talk over them quickly. But basically, she is Faith. I have no idea whose head was on the doorstep. But yeah, she basically started the whole thing to bring down the Crooked Man. Really cool.
You've been given this job for a reason.
But yeah, I figured...
Because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man,
yeah,
it was you.
I figured that, you know, we went through that whole game, we may as well experience both endings. So, yeah, we'll get up to that in a second.
Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Thanks. Shucks. Let's go after her. It's seriously not that big of a deal. But I'm like, I may as well show you guys both endings.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Whoa! I love the music as well. It really goes, like, adds to it.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
She was dropping hints the whole way through.
Run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Yeah, I'm friggin' going after her. Wait up.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Yeah, so seriously, that was the end. I'm like, not even joking, it was just a tiny, tiny difference. But, you know, I thought I'd provide and show you guys both the ending. But I thought about it while going through that last bit with TJ and that. And it's like, did you accept TJ's gift for Snow? And 94.7% of players decided to accept it. But then the other 5.3 people are arseholes and were just being jerks to TJ. Whether they legitimately did that or just did it for the lulz is whatever, but, you know. Yeah. So it's basically all the same stuff. Faith's dead, but she's not. And he's dead. And he's definitely dead. And yeah. Yeah! So, and I skipped the credits because... seriously. And that popped up. But we're gonna go through the Book of Fables. I'll say bye to you guys now. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting. Hopefully they come out with the Wolf Among Us Season 2. But in the meantime, we can just play The Walking Dead Season 2 until that finishes, and then we wait for the next one. Yeah. Anywho. Let's go through. So, thank you guys for watching, thank you guys for supporting, and good day, good night, and farewell. So basically, I haven't unlocked all of the achievements. I don't know what they're for again, I can't remember. I think it was just getting all of the Book of Fable entries. But I'll probably go back and do that later. Yeah, let's go through the Book of Fables. Let's go through the new ones that we didn't get. Yeah, there's a couple of them. Don't know who they are. Ooh, Wolfie. Wolf, sure. Yuck. Where's Nerissa? Does she, like... She stands in, like, the same manner. I'll show you guys. Yeah, they pretty much stand in the same manner. I don't know if that was done purposely, but it's a pretty cool coincidence, at least. What's this? Silver bullets. Yeah. The legend, I'll just read them out, because why not? The legends of great and magical wolves often make mention of their weakness against weapons made of silver, and those tales bear out to be true. The silver bullet Mary shot Bigby with was not the first, but any of them could be the last, be his last. Any silver left in Bigby's body weakens his system, slows his healing, and can cause long-term damage. Acting deputy. With Ichabod Crane firmly out of the picture and King Cole still absent, the task of the leading Fabletown falls squarely on Snow's shoulders. She has performed many of the jobs ship's duties for a long time, picking up the slack for Crane. But now that she's fully in charge of the business office, she has to deal with a new level of politicking she had not previously been exposed to. The Jersey Devil. He was cool, but creepy at the same time. Not all of the fables who came to this world landed in Fabletown. There are those who scattered across the farthest corners of the earth, and there are those who simply prefer the Garden State to the Empire State. Such is the Jersey Devil. Reports of its appearance have varied, although most accurate accounts make mention of leathery wings. But an encounter with a certain axe of legend some years ago has temporarily rendered that feature absent. Yeah, so that would have been the woodsman's axe, I assume? Yeah, the woodsman's axe. Once just a simple tool for felling trees, the axe became much more when it was ensorcelled by druids and marked with their runes. But it truly became an object of legend when the woodsman used it to slice the big bad wolf from nave to neck, in protection of Little Red Riding Hood. It may carry old world charm, but its simplicity of design and quality workmanship make it for an effective tool, or weapon, even today. Johann. His name is often said in the same breath as that of the baker and candlestick maker of Fabletown. And like those other tradesmen, Johann the butcher's storefront has served Fabletown for ages. Fresh cuts, exotic meats, and even full sides of beef for the vigorous appetites of ogres and trolls. But Johann's business has fallen on hard times and fallen in with the wrong crowd. As the quality of his products declined and his business turned into a front operation for the Crooked Man, some have started to wonder if they ever really knew Johann. Bluebeard's money. One might think that Bluebeard donates funds to the Fabletown government for nefarious purposes, seeking special favours, or to have a louder voice in government proceedings. But what he really wants is stability and strength. So he actually did have a legitimate reason for it. And he stopped killing his wives. I think he stopped getting married though at the same time. Because as far as Bluebeard is concerned, Fabletown exists to insulate him from the Mundy world. As such as his money can be a sword, it often serves as a shield. The Crooked Lair. Accompanying a sanctified church, this is just one of many locations the Crooked Man's operation uses to run the Fabletown underworld. Its lounge atmosphere makes for a comfortable meeting place unless you're an unwelcome guest like Bigby. It is completely boarded up to the outside world, and the only way is through one of the many portals, marked by a door with the Crooked Man's Catherine Wheel icon, scattered throughout the city and elsewhere. The Crooked Man. Look at his eye. Yuck. The Crooked Man has slowly built himself into one of the most powerful figures in Fabletown. His operation started with a crooked sixpence and a crooked house. Oh, you're right. Two things he cared about more than his wife or children, whom he killed rather than let them stand in his way. Oh. Well, I'm glad we imprisoned him. That's worse than just tossing him down the witching well. In his rise, the Crooked Man has ensnared many fables in his criminal web, providing them with what they need. But always at a high cost. He is cunning, persuasive, and ruthless. Yeah, because he was trying to talk himself out of it. Crime Lord, Sentry. While most fables theorize that their longevity and overall well-being is improved by the Mundy world's knowledge of them, for a select few that does not seem to apply. When a malady or injury is an integral part of a fable's story, that notoriety can make recovery nearly impossible. That's what Tiny Tim thinks, at least. And no medical care or magic, rather none that he can afford, can heal his leg. Life on the farm. How much do we have left? Oh, we only have a couple. Okay, we'll do that. With its idyllic location, I think that's how you pronounce it, I don't know. and managed community, the farm would seem to be a welcome alternative to an existence in Fabletown. But those who have lived there see it very differently. They see it as what it is, a prison. A place where you are free to be who you are and do whatever you please, except leave. It doesn't help that while fables who appear human do not have to worry about being sent to the farm, they always seem to fill the leadership roles there. Wait. Oh, right. Vivian's story, the girl with the ribbon. Vivian was the very first to bear the curse of the purple ribbon. Removing the ribbon would result in death, and any attempt to talk about it was thwarted by the spell upon it. As time went on, she tried to live a normal life. Eventually, she married an Iceman, but he was constantly wondering about the ribbon around her neck. Despite her pleas for him to leave it alone, one night while she was sleeping, he attempted to remove it. As he pulled on the edge of the string, Vivian woke and saw what her husband was doing. In a panic, she pulled away, preventing the ribbon's knot from being undone. Furious, she tried to express the severity of his actions, but her husband was unable to understand. She realized then she couldn't trust him and decided to leave. She lived alone for the rest of her days in the homelands, preferring the safety of isolation to the risk of another betrayal. Oh, that sucks. The pudding and pie. Vivian and Georgie met during the exodus from the homelands, and they helped each other survive the long journey to the mundane world. Upon their arrival, however, they found it hard to make a decent living. With what little money they had, they opened the pudding and pie. Operating a strip club may not have been the most desirable occupation, but they figured it was better to be in charge of a place like this than to be forced through desperation to work for one. Winter's Wolf. Oh. It's Bigby's mother. Bigby's mother, Winter, fell in love with the North Wind and bore him 7 wolf cubs, but he quickly grew tired of her and left Winter. left Winter. Heartbroken and alone, she tried to care for her cubs despite her grief. She was especially fond of Bigby, but as the runt of the litter, he was often teased by his older brothers. After Winter's death, Bigby's siblings were in search of their father, but Bigby stayed behind to protect his mother's corpse from scavengers. Unfortunately, he was too small to defend her. From then on, he vowed to eat something bigger each day until he was larger enough to confront his father and finally make him pay for the pain he had caused his family. Oh, look at him. He was so cool as a big bad wolf. Anyways, the big bad wolf, Bigby's true form. Bigby's true form is that of a giant, 8-foot-tall wolf. In addition to his iconic huff and puff power, he has also inherited other abilities from his father, the North Wind. For example, Bigby is able to hold his breath for an abnormally long amount of time, making it impossible for him to drown. Huh, that's cool. I didn't know that. And now this is... oh my gosh. It's the eyes and the teeth and the hissing is so weird. Anyway, Bloody Mary began working for the Crooked Man many centuries ago. He promised her freedom to do as she pleased, as long as she agreed to act as his personal bodyguard and hitman. Because of the Crooked Man's power and influence, Mary never had to worry about getting caught by the authorities. She enjoys her job immensely and would defend the Crooked Man to the death, mostly because she finds it fun. Fabletown Justice. Oh, okay, here we go. We've got 3 more to go, we can do this. Ugh, she's off in the corner doing her own thing. When a criminal is captured in Fabletown, the traditional procedure is to hold a formal hearing in front of the community or concerned parties. However, the exceptions are often made to expedite the process. In reality, there aren't any hard and fast rules for these types of situations, and the extent to which policies are upheld can depend on who's being in charge. A new order. Snow White is in charge. With Crane out of the picture, Mayor Cole has officially appointed Snow White as the Director of Operations and Deputy Mayor in his absence. Many would say this promotion is a long time coming, since she was instrumental in the establishment of Fabletown and personally ensured that many fables made it to the New World safely. She's also been doing the work of Deputy Mayor unofficially for years. And then Sheriff Bigby. After fleeing the homelands, Bigby Wolf spent many years wandering through Europe. With the Fable colony quickly developing in the New World, Snow White and Feathertop tracked down the wolf and offered him passage to Fabletown. He agreed, and Snow cut him with a lycanthropy-stained knife to give him the power to change into human form at will. Huh. That's cool. Yeah, because I was like, why can he transform into whatever when, like, Colin and that can't? I don't know. Bigby became sheriff of Fabletown under King Cole's administration, but because of his violent past, many Fables didn't trust him, and he was banned from ever setting foot on the farm. To this day, he struggles to redeem himself in the eyes of the community. But I think I did alright, so... yeah. Anywho. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, we can quickly go through the choices. So yeah, it was really interesting. A lot of people gave Faith their money. I didn't prevent Prince Lawrence's death, unfortunately. He died. Oh, and ended up being Porgy in the end anyway. But at the time we didn't know who he was, so we were like, what the hell? Who did you arrest? And blah 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 blah. Where did you investigate first? Crane's place. I got money, lots of money. Money. Did you attempt to remove Narissa's ribbon? You and Six did not try to remove it. I was like, wow, a lot of people really didn't care. A lot of people decided that he shouldn't go to the farm. But, you know. Oh yeah, it kind of went... oh wait. I don't know. Ugh, I don't know what I was thinking or saying or whatever. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys were satisfied with all the endings or choices that I made. And yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for supporting. Thank you guys for watching. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode. And hopefully in the next Wolf Among Us. Hopefully that happens soonish. Hopefully next year at least. But yeah. So good day, good night, and farewell.
These lips are sealed. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, just tell me.
Hey, you like my ribbon?